Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about levigated and pruning. You see, sometimes in life we encounter events after events, and you may ask yourself why. Sometimes you are lucky enough to be in certain situation that you learn your lesson. But sometimes you are confused. Why? You was born in African country and there is hunger there. Why? You was born in Syria, Afghanistan, Lebanon. Why? I guess I can answer it for you. There was a big rock full of rough edges. It was part of a big mountain, but it got separated from mountain. After separation, it fell down the river, and a stream caused it to move, and with movement, little by little, it got round shape. I studied geology in university, and I know that we have 4 kinds of rock. Some rocks igneous. They are come from volcano, eruptive. Well, mountain erupt and some rocks come out of the mountain. These are igneous. Are under pressure. They change with them metamorphism. Metamorphic rocks, because they changed with heat and pressure. Some of them, after erosion, they go to streams and they build up layer after layer after layer. These are sedimentary. These rocks, each of them, go through different situations. Like humans are going different situations. But sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes you need to go through events after events to become beautiful. As we know that we are born with sin. Nobody is without sin. Nobody. When we are born as a sinner. Do you see little girl, little boy? They are selfish. They don't want to share their toys with others. That's the nature of human. that you have to teach them how to share with others. So we go on a stream to become beautiful. Maybe if you are lucky enough to be in certain situation, you are beautiful inside and out. But not everybody is like that. Because when you see somebody دلش بخواد بزنه, those kind of person, they are hateful. They are full of hate. That's why we need to empty ourselves every day. I told you, human making garbage everywhere. And you need to get rid of the garbage at home. There is garbage in every home. And you need to get rid of those garbage. So inside of us, there is garbage. There is different kind of garbage. Maybe selfishness, me. Maybe that you think you are an important person. Who do you think you are? Maybe you think that you are better than others. Maybe you are between those kind of person that judge others. No, me, I don't make any mistakes. Maybe you are someone like that. So empty yourself from garbage inside of yourself. Then after all this refining doesn't have to be through fire. Some people refine when we go through fire. Some people. But some people, they don't go fire. They have to contact with other people. You see, when somebody acts badly, they have bad behavior that cause you become more beautiful. People surround you. If you let them, they make you more beautiful. That's how it works. If you let them, اگر اجازه بدی زیباتر میشی. اون افرادی که کنارت هستن، خدا اونها رو، یک دلیلی داره افرادی که کنارت هستن، اونها دارن تو رو زیباتر میکنن. Extreme. I told you, you don't have to go through fire. Sometimes you have to go through stream. Get along with the stream and you become beautiful. Round and beautiful. Get rid of those rough edges. When you say something and hurt other people, that's come from your rough edges. We have to become beautiful. Don't hurt other people with your tongue. And sometimes we got separated from others. And during event of life, we become beautiful. I told you, every individual has his own or her own story. And if they let people or even our situation, they become more beautiful. But if you don't let them, like some people اجازه نمیدم اجازه نمیدم اگر اجازه ندی you become ugly and ugly and uglier it become worse it become worse and worse and worse yeah that's a fact it's not for everybody everybody doesn't want to become beautiful and then sometimes you become irritated or you think other people are annoying, then when you deal with the people around you, you become more beautiful. When they treat you bad, when they act as like a jerk, it makes you more beautiful. You need to forgive them and move on. That's why. You never go back to your ex. Never ever. Nobody go back to his or her ex and live with them like before. If you live with them, there is no ex. Ex means previously. So I suggest don't go back to your ex. You cannot live with your ex anymore. You have to cut the relationship and move on. But sometimes when you are with people, there is a reason for that. Fraction, you see, fraction and those contact, like erosion of the rocks, those rough edges become smooth and you become beautiful. In this way, you become not only stronger, but also more beautiful inside. But some people, appearance is important for them. Face is important for them. That's why they went through surgery to make themselves more beautiful. You can do that. Although not I don't agree with this kind of because I love original. Everything is original, better, more beautiful. It should be original. Face should be original. If you put a lot of makeup on your face to make yourself more beautiful, what can I say? It's your choice. But if you see people with bad behavior, you have to keep distance. You don't need to remain in that situation. You didn't need like those people that hurt themselves. You remember? Even Martin Luther, he punished himself to become more holy. He thought that if he punished himself, pleases God. But no. You don't need to stay in a situation that pressure on you, keep you down, hit you, treat you badly. Don't believe in chain. Don't believe in chain. Distance yourself from that situation. You are not chained anywhere. I'm not talking about trees. Some people, they say, you are not a tree, move. Yes. You are not chained and something or somewhere. You are not stationed anywhere. Period. Move. If you don't like that, move to a better place. Because you need to make it happen. Nobody help you. I have experience on that. Nobody help you. You have to help yourself. Keep your distance on purpose. Keep your distance on purpose. Because you don't need to be people who mock you, who laugh at you. You don't need those kind of people. You don't need to trust everyone. You don't need to trust everybody. With every mistake, with every bad behavior, your distance is bigger and bigger and bigger. Words can kill. You can remain victim, or you can use those abuse of yours for your advantages. Everybody know a story of that donkey that fell on the ground, on the well, something. Master tried to help, but he couldn't. So he tried to bury him and put dust on his head. First dog was yawning. He was shouting, but nobody helped him. And there was no use of shouting like this. There is no use of that. So he tried to use that dust in his advantage. And he shake himself like this. He shake himself and move up. He became up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Then until he reached the ground and he walked out. Or you can remain victim. Oh, this is my destiny. Oh, what can I do? Self-pity doesn't help you. You are not stationed anywhere. You can move. But remember, sometimes the problem is yourself. You have to deal with yourself wherever you are. You cannot get away from yourself. So if you are a victim somewhere, move somewhere else. There are so many people who were victims, like Oprah Winfrey. She is famous now, but she wasn't famous before. She was a victim of abuse, but she helped herself to become stronger and stronger and stronger. Never accept your situation and say, oh, what can I do? This is my destiny. No. Who said that? Can you tell me who said that? Never accept your situation. If you want something to happen, you must make it happen. Don't give up. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on God's purpose for your life. Don't give up. Maybe you have a lot of obstacles. Maybe even let's talk about a relationship. Maybe you haven't find the one that matches you. Don't give up. I don't believe in soulmate. I don't believe in that. But if you haven't find someone that matches you, don't give up even on that. Real love exists, but it's rare. It's less than finger of the one hand. Real love is very, very, very precious and rare. You cannot find it easily. People get married every day. Even they promise each other for the eternity and better and worse. But in reality, we see that we have divorce every day as well. Not only we have ceremony of marriage every day, we have divorce every day. That's a reality. Don't be shocked. If somebody promise you to be with you and better and worse, and you got bankruptcy and she said, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore because you don't have money. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. That's the reality. Sometimes we need to open our eyes. That's why I wrote a song in Farsi language. سالهایی که در کلیسا بودم با وجود چشام مثل کورها بودم. That's reality. Sometimes you are blind. Sometimes you love someone and that love makes you blind. And sometimes you think, I can change her or can change him. No, I have a bad news for you. You cannot change anybody. You cannot change anybody. Maybe you try. Oh, I have to change. No, you cannot change anybody, period. But don't give up. Walk with the hope in your heart and never afraid of the dark. Even waiting for the Lord, for Christian or even for Muslim, they are Muslim waiting for the help of the Lord, Allah. So even waiting for the Lord is not passive waiting. If you're waiting for the help from the Lord, you have to do something. But what kind of things? When they ask me what we can do, I say nothing. You see, you think that's a contradiction? No, not at all. Because the kind of thing that you do when you are waiting for the Lord is not hitting, is not manipulating, is not lying, is not gossiping. You don't need to gossip when you are waiting for the Lord. If you are gossiping, you will be ashamed and your help doesn't come. That's why I told you, if you are waiting for second coming of Jesus Christ, it won't happen in this generation. I guarantee, 100% guarantee, it won't happen in this generation. It won't. I guarantee you. And You don't need to be around toxic people. Make your distance on purpose from those toxic people. You are not a station anywhere. Don't be stupid, because with manipulation, nobody come to help you. Nobody come to help you. You are 100% wrong. If you are waiting for a miracle, you have to live your life and do the right things. Um, Sorry for this. We continue. We ignore any distraction, focus, and move forward. Okay? I guarantee you, trust me, believe me, you are not a victim that station anyway. Okay, so where was I? I was talking about waiting for the Lord. That it won't happen in this generation, 100% guarantee. Second coming, it won't happen in this generation. It's your choice. It's your choice. You can continue gossiping and use the name of God to say whatever you want. You see, when somebody dies, everybody see a dream about that dead person. Oh, that person come to my mind when I was sleeping. I had a dream about that person. And he said, so blah, 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 blah. Christians do the same thing. They say, God put it in my heart, and they say, blah, 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 blah. Whatever they want to say. Name of God is not for gaming. You are playing with the name of the Lord. And you are breaking one of 10 commandments. You are playing with the name of God. That's horrible. And some people already got ashamed. This is your sign to stop manipulating. Do something about it. But it's your choice. You have free will. I have a free will. You have a free will. It's your choice. You can continue whatever you're doing, and you can stop what are you doing and do the right thing. And see, that's the question. If God told you so, why there is so many contradiction between churches, between people, between teachers of the church? There is so many contradiction, and everybody said, God told me so. God put it in my heart. That makes confusion. If God said something and God said something else, and they contradict each other, how so? If God told you something and there is written word of God exactly opposite of that. How so? Answer to me. Why? When you compare something with the word of God, they all contradict. Compare everything with the word of God. But if they are contradictory, then you are wrong, not the word of God. Written word of God is right, but you are wrong, 100% wrong, because what you say contradict with what something written in the Bible. Gossiping, when you gossip in connect group, is contradict exact opposite of written word of God. So compare with the word of God. Gossiping is not according to the word of God. Don't think that everybody who is believer, they have salvation forever. No, it's not so. Even in Revelation, you know about 7 churches. Some churches, they lost. So I don't think you should be certain about that. You cannot be so sure about that you don't lose your salvation. You may lose your salvation. Wait until the end. At the end, God separates. Everybody knows that in the Word of God. Everybody have to wait. You know about that far. Wait until the end, then God separates genuine people from fake people. Somebody say, oh, I heard those. من زندگی ها رو راه انداختم من. خدا من زندگی ها رو راه انداختم. خدا میگه هرگز تو را نشناختم. Wait until the end and God tell you. Don't be so sure about yourself. The end is as important as the start. Maybe you have started something, but you have to finish it and finish it good. And then when you finish it, then God has to say something about that. What you finish is good or not. So many people start something and they finish it. But when they finish it, it's not good at all. It's not the same as when they start. The word of God said, you started good, but you lost those law. You lost. تا ثریا میرود دیوار کج. Don't be so sure that you're ending as good as the start. نمیدونم مثلا فارسیشو تموم میکنه یا نه، ولی حتی اگر تموم بکنه آخرش ممکنه مثل اول نباشه. I want to mention few finishes in the Bible, but I guess I have to make it for next week. I don't want to talk a lot. Talk is cheap. Blah, 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 blah. Talk is cheap. You have to show care. That's why I said grace of God is not enough. You have to show care. When you say, I don't care, that means that you don't care. And that's obvious. Let's be clear. When you say, I don't care, it means that you don't have any care. So let me say something about what I want to say next week. Finish line. You have to cross the finish line. Let's talk about this next week. The period of Joshua can be easily dated as occurring sometime after 1237 BC. So میشه تاریخ تعیین کرد. But let's talk about dating, this dating next week. Peace of God be with you all.